Hello, everybody. I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving Day. My name, of course, is Tracy. And before we get started on today's show, there's a couple of bills that I need to pay. Remember to subscribe to this channel. I am literally at 294. That means that there are 6 of you out there that are not subscribed to this channel. Please subscribe. 6. I can do 6. Please. It's the last day of February and I'm so far still not meeting the goal. So please subscribe. Subscribing literally costs nothing. And you can also get notified when I go live. Support me on Patreon. Patreon support starts at $2 per month. That goes to helping me get better lighting, which of course I need, and better equipment so that I can produce better shows. Also, help us to get 25 likes and 15 shares. That's our 25 likes and 15 shares campaign. Want to ask everybody that's watching to, of course, like this show, hit that thumbs up button, and if 25 people could do that and 15 people could share, that would be fantastic. Follow me at Blue Sky. I've posted a couple of things there, so you'll want to know about that. I have a blog post. I posted something on my blog today, so I'm hoping to do this once a week. So if you want to read my blog, I forgot to put it in the description section, but I'll go back and do it. You can actually read what I wrote. I won't even tell you what the article is called, but it's pretty short. I don't plan on doing long dissertations of any type, but I do have a blog post out there. The Duopoly Awards are December the 14th, which means it is 14 days away. We're going to have a fantastic time. Fun for everybody. It starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Michael, I'm going to do this show solo. Because we're talking about today's topic, best Thanksgiving sides. So I said, I'm not going to do anything political. I'll save that for tomorrow when I have my guests. But I wanted to do kind of like a fun show and a very brief show. This is going to be one of those shows that's going to be very brief because I ordered my dinner and I got to go pick it up. So this is going to be a very brief show. Probably no more than 45 minutes. I don't suspect to talk that long. But I wanted to do a lighter topic, especially since we came off of the holiday. Thanksgiving, for those of us that celebrate it, I know a lot of people don't celebrate it because of the origins of the holiday, and I totally understand that. But for me, Thanksgiving has always been just a day to gather with family. Now, of course, I spent Thanksgiving by myself because I didn't have a car. Nobody invited me to their home, but that's okay. I'm okay. I promise. But it started me to thinking, like, what are some of the sides that people eat during Thanksgiving? Like, what are the best of the best? And there's really only like maybe 5 or 6 that I can think of. And some of these will be desserts because that's a side. And some of them will actually be like non-desserts. So, of course, you can always put in your comments. Like I said, I wanted to do a topic just to be light because, like I said, we'll definitely go back to politics tomorrow at 7 p.m. So don't despair. I'll be right back on topic tomorrow. And I always like to occasionally do these lighter shows because I feel like sometimes with like everything that's going on, like we need some levity. So again, put your favorite side in the comment section. Had to drink some water. So first of all, let's start off with the side of sides. It's the number one pick. I don't like, there's no doubt about it, macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is the number one side. Now, yes, you can eat macaroni and cheese any time of the year. However, it's definitely a designated Thanksgiving side dish. You almost have to have macaroni and cheese at your Thanksgiving dinner. It would be incomplete. It would be like if you had like the turkey and the dressing and the mashed potatoes and the potato salad and the collard and the mixed greens and the green bean casserole, and you're missing macaroni and cheese. That's a no bueno. You have to have macaroni and cheese. It is the tier one top dish for like pretty much all holidays, but especially Thanksgiving. And really, there's only one way to cook macaroni and cheese. You do not put it on the stovetop. You do not put macaroni and cheese on the stovetop. What you do, this is just me. Some people do it different, but I've seen it this way because I'm not a cook. So I've seen some people like cooking on the stovetop and then put in the oven. No, what you do is you can cook the noodles on top, but like halfway, and then you put like cheese in it, like Parmesan. I'm a big Parmesan fan, sharp cheddar. You can even mix it up and put like Gruyere or pepper jack cheese, or put some bacon in there. You can mix it up, but you put the cheese in there, you put some butter. Some people add an egg, and I don't understand that. I don't understand why you add an egg to macaroni and cheese. I don't. Like, if you put eggs in your macaroni and cheese, please don't ask me to eat that, because I'm just not going to eat it. But you put it in the oven, and then you let it get, it's done when it gets like brown on the top, not burned, but brown on the top. That's a great thing, right? And just like I said, off the bat, top side dish for Thanksgiving. Yes, you can eat it for July 4th. Yes, you can eat it for Easter. Yes, you can eat it for Christmas. Yes, you can eat it on Sunday. But macaroni and cheese, hands off, hands down, top side dish. Another one, and a lot of people don't like this side dish, but I happen to love green bean casserole. I don't know why people hate green bean casserole so much. It's really good. I like the onions on top that are crunchy. I like the fact that it's good. Now, you can take the mushrooms out. Now, I don't like it. Like, if people put mushrooms in there, like, no, I don't like that. But if you take the mushrooms out, they're fantastic. As long as you like use fresh green beans and not like canned green beans. Because if you use like canned green beans, it's gonna be mushy, and there's like, ooh, that's disgusting. Maybe that's the problem, that a lot of people have had like mushy green beans, and the casserole hasn't came out right. But I happen to like green bean casserole. I definitely happen to like green bean casserole. What else do I like? Oh, candy yams. Now sometimes this is where I get confused about candy yams. I'm thinking it's a dessert, right? I'm thinking this is a dessert. But some people will eat candy yams and then another dessert. Sort of like you eating two desserts. Because I'm seriously thinking, well, that's a dessert, right? Candy yams are a dessert. You got the yams, brown sugar, white sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg. What else is in candy yams? I think I know it's more than that. Allspice. And we gonna, you know what we gonna do? We gonna do it this way. I didn't even think about that. Candy yams.
According to the kitchen, regardless, candied yams are made by cooking sweet potatoes in boiling water, placing them in a baking dish, and topping with a mixture of butter, sugar, and spice. They're then baked until tender and the sweet sauce mixture has thickened and is rich in color.
Okay, because I thought yams and sweet potatoes were different, but they're saying you can use sweet potatoes, and I always thought yams were different. Uh, yeah. So, like I said, it's white sugar, black sugar, brown sugar, white sugar, butter, and spices like allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg. Um, but I thought that I literally thought, um, yeah, this is what I thought because I thought yams and sweet potatoes were definitely not the same thing. Yams are larger than sweet potatoes. They have brown skin and white flesh. Sweet potatoes have an orange flesh. So if you see orange, that's a sweet potato. They use it. They might as well make a pie. Um, Yams are tougher and more fibrous. Um, Sweet potatoes are sweeter. Um, yeah, because I was like, they not the same. But yeah, most people will use sweet potatoes to make candy yams. Um, so I've already said macaroni cheese, candy yams slash candy sweet potatoes, green bean casserole. It seems like I'm forgetting something. I mean, you got like some people try to bring like salad. I don't understand why you bring in a salad to the table because I'm like, this isn't eat healthy day. Thanksgiving is overeat day. That's what Thanksgiving is. It's designated for you to overeat on that particular day. There's no um um other way to put it. It'd be this is the day that you designate. I'm going to overeat this day. I'm going to eat 3 to 4 plates of food. I'm going to save enough for it, keep the leftovers for 10 days, throw it away. This is the like it's designated. Like it's designated day to overeat. That's what Thanksgiving is for. So you're going to eat too much. So um just enjoy it because you can do that. So let me take that down. So I've already said, let's see what I've said so far: macaroni and cheese, green bean casserole, candy yams. Forgot that quick. um what's another one? Oh, I said, why do people bring lettuce like a salad to table, like, and I mean like a green leafy salad, not like potato salad. Um, Here's what I'm gonna say about potato salad. Yeah, y'all feelings can be hurt. If it's not bought from the store, I won't eat it. I don't trust anybody with their potato salad. Either they'll put like a ton of eggs in there, which I don't like eggs. I don't eat eggs. I don't like them. They're disgusting. Or they'll put too much mustard in there, or they'll put like a ton of paprika on there. The store bought um the store bought potato salad, it's like it's decent, right? It's like they know, okay, we're just gonna make this plain Jane, and we're gonna just not do too much. We're gonna just keep this the way we're gonna keep it, and we're not going to overdo it. And then, you can have, and then when you have potato salad, one thing I noticed is everybody always wants to know who made the potato salad. Like, does it matter? Like, it's still like it's a good food, it's a good side. But like I said, just give me the store bought potato salad because um, I don't need all of that extra, right? I don't need like the 15,000. um I'm gonna put raisins in mine. I'm gonna put devil eggs and ostrich eggs and No, I don't need all of that. Just give me the store-bought, tried and true potato salad. Baked beans. Baked beans are kind of tricky because you would more think of those on 4th of July, but they're also a good side dish. But that's another one you have to watch because everybody does not know how to cook baked beans. You would just think um that people would know how to make baked beans. Basically, now this one I know. Brown sugar, a little ketchup. Um, some people put bacon in theirs. And bake so you get the baked beans in a can, um, some ketchup, not a whole bunch, brown sugar, and something else I'm missing. I can't think. But it's a good, for like if I had been invited to somebody's house and they said, "Could you fix something?" That's probably what I would go to because it's super simple, right? You don't really have to think, "Oh, well, wait a minute, I got to sit here and think, how am I going to make this? How am I going to get this to make?" Um uh Try and think. So now I'm trying to think of everyone I've named. Stuffing, it's there, but I always have to mix it with cranberry sauce, right? I just can't eat stuffing by itself. Not to say it's the best, it's not the worst, but it's like, and this isn't the Thanksgiving dishes. This is the best Thanksgiving side dishes, right? So I can't even include stuffing because for me, I have to have the cranberry sauce. And when I have the cranberry sauce, then I can eat it, but it's not. That's definitely for Thanksgiving, right? Because who eats stuffing or dressing? That's a whole controversy because some people say it's dressing, some people say it's stuffing. I call it stuffing. And let me see what the difference is because I literally thought they were the same. I'm gonna find this, guys. Sorry, so uh versus okay, so this is the difference between stuffing and dressing. It's how they're cooked. This is what I thought. If it's stuffing, it's cooked inside of the turkey. Um, Wait a minute. Yeah, stuffing cooked inside the turkey or chicken, allowing the juice to soak in and makes it flavorful. Stuffing is often made with stale white bread, but it can include sausage or oysters. However, the terms stuffing and dressing are interchangeable, and our distinction is more regional debate. For example, the Midwest, the dish is usually called stuffing, regardless of how it's prepared. Because I thought, like, if you just cook it on the stovetop, that's just dressing, right? I thought you had to like put it in the bird to make it stuffing because you're stuffing it, right? That would make sense to me. But again, this is not a food that you eat every Sunday. We're gonna just have stuffing. We're gonna have stuffing, mashed potatoes. We're gonna have stuffing, macaroni and cheese. No, you eat it specifically. The only time I know that people make stuffing / dressing is at Thanksgiving. Um, I don't know of any other time that it's made or consumed. Um, but they have like the same ingredients, so there's no like. I can see why it would be interchangeable. Um, but like I said, it's literally only for Thanksgiving. I can't see anybody at 4th of July like, let's get some stuffing. What you gonna stuff it inside of? So no, I don't see that. And again, put down your, in the comment section, put your favorite sides. Because I just named one, mashed potatoes. you have to have some form of potato, right? You have to either have mashed potatoes or scallop potatoes, or sometimes some people do both. Okay, so here's the thing. Ideally, you want to use a real potato. Well, let me put this one. The mashed potatoes in the box can be used, but you need to add like fresh potatoes to it to make it taste like something, if that's making sense. You can't just make a box of mashed potatoes and don't put real potatoes in it, right? But because potatoes take like a gazillion years to boil, who wants to wait for that? But trust me, you put real potatoes with the box mashed potatoes, and you're gonna have some great mashed potatoes. You also want to use milk or cream. I don't know anybody uses cream in their mashed potatoes. Butter, margarine will not ever be used by me. I won't use it. I don't like it. Don't even bring up margarine. No, 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 no. Yeah, and then you can add things like some people add chives to theirs. And since this is Thanksgiving, you don't really want to load it up. You don't want to put like bacon and cheese and some people put sausage over there, so they make like a whole shepherd's pie. You basically want the potatoes. If you use it in the box like I do, because I'm not going to sit there and watch a potato boil all day or put it in the oven for an hour. So if you use what's in the box, you might want to like boil some potatoes previous to that and just kind of like mush it in there to kind of give it some thickness. I know I can't cook, but I learned that. Early on. I'm like, oh, if you put real potatoes in there, that'll do it. So you need mashed potatoes box / fresh, butter, salt, some pepper, but I'm not really a pepper fan per se. So it can go in there, but I'm not gonna miss it if it's not on there. What else is on there? So I said mashed potatoes. So it's got to be time for another dessert. My favorite, pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is so delicious. I don't know why people like sweet potato pie. I can't stand it. It's too darn sweet. I don't like all that sweetness. I can't. But pumpkin pie is sweet, but it's not like overbearing sweet. And the allspice and the nutmeg, it just makes the whole thing great. Again, pumpkin pie is not one of those ones that you're just gonna have like all the time. It's usually set aside for just Thanksgiving. You're not gonna have it for 4th of July. You're not gonna have it for your birthday dinner. You're not gonna have it for Sunday dinner. You're specifically going to have it for Thanksgiving Day. Also, what you would have for Thanksgiving Day is cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce, I already know who's buying this during the year. Who is sitting here talking about, oh, well, hey, I'm gonna buy cranberries. Sure, it's February. You're not doing that. You're not thinking it. Cranberries, even though I like them, because I like that tartness of the cranberries, I can't eat it any other time of the year, right? It has to be Thanksgiving for me to sit down and eat some cranberry sauce. It's not that it's terrible, it's not terrible, but it's not like I'm gonna be sitting there like, hey, let me just consume this and it's not Thanksgiving. Well, I see we got another person checked in. Good evening, Nelson. Hello, cousin. You can be very creative with potatoes and macaroni. You can, but at Thanksgiving, you really you don't want me to cook anything. What I'm good at is bringing things like paper plates and napkins and forks and spoons and knives. I'm not good at, like I said, I could probably do mashed potatoes, right? Because like I said, you take a box of instant potatoes and then you put some fresh ones in there to kind of like thicken it up, and then you add butter, salt, and that's pretty much it. But you don't, Thanksgiving is not the time to become creative. You want to make sure that the people in the kitchen know what they're doing in the kitchen. You don't need somebody like me in there. It's like, okay, let me watch a YouTube video on how to make this turkey, or YouTube video on how to bake this chicken, or YouTube video. No, you don't need me in the kitchen at all. You don't need me at all. You don't need me at all. You need people, like I said, you need people in that kitchen that know what they're doing. And you just do. This isn't the time to play around. This is like I said, it's the eating holiday. Thanksgiving is the overeaters holiday. No offense to those who suffer from food eating diseases, didn't mean that way, but you know what I mean. It's designated to overeat that particular day. It's like the one day if you're on a diet, you're like, okay, I'm gonna blow it this day. And I said pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce. I I said I don't want to bring people. I don't like when people bring salads. But this is going to sound strange because this food can literally be eaten any time of the year. But I enjoy and it's not a side dish, it's a main dish. Though fried chicken is not a side dish, it's a main dish. So I got to think of another side dish. Another side dish. Another side dish. I've already said green bean casserole. I don't understand why people dislike it. Here's a question for everybody. When you're making dressing / stuffing, do you get it from the box, or do you like bake cornbread and bake bread and then make it from there? Because I just use the box. I don't got time to be sitting there with sage and all that other stuff you were supposed to put in there. I literally don't have time to do that. I'm trying to think of other side dish. Okay, so we're gonna have to cheat. I'm gonna have to use my phone again because I literally have. I know I had one on my mind. I had. Okay, side dish. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna cheat a little bit because I literally could not think of these. Okay. Okay, so we said mashed potatoes, green beans, almondine, which nobody eats roasted carrots. Squash. I like squash. I'm gonna put some. I'm not do that one. That's too many pictures. Sorry, I'm looking on this website and they're suggesting the top 107. They got chestnuts dressing. That still sounds expensive. Harvest salad with pickled pomegranate seeds. No, nobody eats pomegranate on purpose. Cheddar cornbread. Now that's good. Cheddar cornbread is good. But again, that's something I have that all the time. Butter braised cabbage is good. Easy cream spinach is good. Red cabbage is good. But I've never heard of pecan, kale, and parmesan salad. Never had that. Brussels sprouts, I love. I'm just going to say, I love Brussels sprouts. I don't see why Brussels sprouts get the hate that they give. They're basically mini cabbages, right? I don't know why people hate Brussels sprouts. I think they're good. pork sausage stuffing, Brussels sprouts with bacon. That sounds good. Harvest sweet potato coins with rosemary. Ooh, rosemary tends to be a strong. Some of these, I'm like, nah, these will not work for my family. Cream cheese herb biscuits, that might work. Acorn squash, well, you already landed it right there. Bourbon yams. Yes, corn. Now, see, here's what I feel about corn pudding. I personally prefer fried corn. I know a lot of people don't cook fried corn and they don't think about fried corn and they're like, oh, I don't eat that corn. It's really good. Not cream style corn. No, 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 no. You take a can of corn, like the kernel corn, not the cream style one, right? You don't use the cream style one, right? And then you put some oil in a pan, heat it up, and then actually you do need cream style corn. And because I use both, so I use both the kernel corn and the cream style, but you like heat the pan and then put a little bit of oil and fry. Oh, fried corn is so good. Fried corn is so good. But corn pudding, yeah, that's one. I would probably bring something like that, and I end up taking it home with me. Is stuffing considered a side dish because it usually ends up being? Yes, it is. So we already talked about stuffing, and we talked about the difference. I talked about the difference between stuffing and dressing. Yes, it's definitely a side dish, and it's usually just at Thanksgiving because, like, who out here talking about, oh, I'm gonna eat stuffing, and it's the 4th of July? Doesn't nobody do that? Um, but yes, it is considered a side. Some people make cheesy spinach like the ones from Boston Market. Boston Market still exist? I did not know Boston Market still existed. Broccoli cauliflower gratin. Parker House rolls. Okay. See, now that they gonna make the diabetes flare up. My mother used to make these type of rolls. Let me tell you how many dozens of these I could wolf down with nothing else. You could just feed me the Parker House rolls. I'm good. I don't have to have no proteins. I don't have to have no vegetables. These rolls, especially when they get out the oven and they're really hot. Oh, and put some butter on them. Oh, oh. Whew. Parker House rolls. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Look it up. I'm telling you, you can eat it like any time of the year. But see, now I'm gonna be like, I gotta go buy some Parker House rolls. Let me tell you something. Like I said, my mother used to make this like almost every Thanksgiving, except for that one year when I got the brilliant idea. Hey, why don't we just buy Thanksgiving dinner? That idea, it was a good idea I had. Like the thought was good, but my mother, she loved to cook. She was a cook by profession. So I'm thinking, oh well, she don't feel like cooking. No, she would cook these Parker House rolls. Now she just called them rolls. She would use that yeast mix and flour. Just glorious. It was like goodness on your tongue. It was like you could, like I said, I could wolf down 12 to 13 of these, no problem. No problems wolfing down rolls. Oh my goodness. Um Cranberry grape sauce. We already talked about cranberry. Roasted vegetable melange. Kale salad with pickled cranberries and crispy quinoa. No. Oyster pie? Who the bleep is eating oyster pie? Baked onions with fennel breadcrumbs. Now that does actually sound good. Fresh herb stuffing. That's the one that most people make. Um, oyster stuff. They got a lot of stuffing recipes on here. Nobody eats crab cakes for Thanksgiving. Lima bean and corn succotash. Ugh. Sweet potato casserole with homemade marshmallows. Mm. We used to make Pepper Ridge Farm butter rolls. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds good. That's it. Oh, that sounds good. I'm trying to look on these and see if there's any that aren't just like Hasselback potatoes are different, but you got to be real. Um, cornbread obviously is a good side dish, but like I said, you can eat cornbread anytime. But like at Thanksgiving when they put that honey on there, um, shaved Brussels sprout salad, roasted squash with goat cheese. Like nobody's doing that. Some of these ones they're suggesting, I'm like, nobody's gonna sit here and eat a citrus salad. Again, this is not the day for fruits unless you're talking about lemon pie, peach. That's the one. Peach cobbler. Peach bleepity bleep cobbler. Oh my goodness. I don't know whether I like the peaches the best or the crust the best. But I know when you combine them, peach cobbler. Peach cobbler. Not apple cobbler, not raspberry, blackberry cobbler. Nope. Just peach. Um Flaky. Some of these on this list are just out of touch. Cheesy rice. I can see that. That would be easy. Braised greens people do. Now people do make greens for their Thanksgiving, but again, you got to be careful about who you're asking to do the greens because like everybody can't do greens, right? And I like mine mixed. I don't just like turnips. I don't just like kale. I don't just like mustard. I like mine all mixed together. And because, yep, I'm about to say it, I don't like turkey in mine. I'm more of a pork person. So I like to put pork in mine. Yeah, I know it's not healthy. That's why I don't eat greens. Because if I can't have pork in it, it's like, why am I wasting my time with this? But greens are very popular around the holidays. And especially like the mixed greens. Oh, tamale dressing. I've never heard of that one. Skillet cornbread, grape salad. Now that sounds good. That does sound good. That's like a good slow cooker mashed potatoes, sweet potato and cauliflower. Man, Brussels sprouts gratin, fresh herb spoon rolls. Nope. They got a whole lot of Brussels sprouts on here. But it's yeah, I'm thinking about those Parker rolls. Dang on it. Oh, them things are so good. So good. So good. So good. And it's like when they come out the oven, right? And you pour the butter. See, you can't put the butter on while it's baking, right? You got to wait for it to come out of the oven. And then when that goodness like gets in your nose, and then you pour butter, not margarine. No, when you pour that butter on it and then you eat it, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like I said before, I could wolf down 12 of those. And I'm talking about large size, like that size of my hand. I'd be fine. I would be perfectly fine. Um, I can't believe we're at this time because I said 45 minutes. We're at 41. Um, guys, if you watch this later, comment on your favorite, side dish. I saute mushrooms with peeled seeded tomatoes with some shredded goat cheese on top. See, you lost me at mushrooms. That you was doing good with the seeded tomatoes and the goat cheese, but the mushrooms, that's a no bueno for me. I can't stand mushrooms. I can't stand mushrooms. They are so disgusting. It's fungus. Mushrooms are just fungus. Nasty, creepy, disgusted thing fungus. But Thanksgiving is more about spending time with your family. Like I said, yes, this year I spent Thanksgiving by myself. I'm okay. I wasn't Thursday though. I felt really down. I'm like, I want to be with family, but it is what it is. But it's important to make those connections, right? And that's what Thanksgiving is about. We know the history of Thanksgiving. We know how it came about. We know how indigenous people were murdered. But I never look at that part of the holiday. I just look at being grateful for what I've experienced in the past year. And this year is no different. Mushrooms are not, they sure aren't, because they ain't for me. They not for me at all. Just But I just think, it's important to make those connections and to, eat as much as you can. You can exercise on the on that next Friday. Go stand in line at the shopping mall on Black Friday, like some of y'all did. I didn't, because I didn't have no money to do that. But to kind of wrap this up, I said it was going to be about a 45-minute show because I ordered my food. I did not feel like, because I have a car now. I am driving a vehicle, so I'm so happy. Oh, that just took me by. Oh, it's so good to be driving again. But remember to subscribe to my page. Support this page. Help us to get 25 likes and 15 shares. Follow me on Blue Sky. I've made some posts there. Read my blog. I finally made a blog post, which I will go back and put in this description, and I'll talk about that more tomorrow. The Defeat the Duopoly Awards are December the 14th, 14 days away. Tomorrow, I will have a guest. Tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. We're going to repeat the topic of homelessness, but that was my fault, not my guest's fault. But we're going to repeat topics, but it's still something that needs to be talked about. Remember again to like, share, subscribe. I just need 6 more to get to 300. I'm going to take myself down. I'm going to go get my dinner. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening.